Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. My name's Jake. Welcome to my show. It's not Thursday. Yesterday was Thursday. I checked something in and then didn't post a video about it because yesterday was a long day. Anyway, you can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. I like to tell them to other people. Tell me your story. I'll tell it to everybody else. The beer I've got for you today is Shorts Brew. They're Pure Michigan Autumn IPA, which sounds amazing. It's fairly low ABV, like 5.2 or something like that, which is strange for an IPA. It's probably more of just a straight up pale ale, which is fine. I like those. So this should be good. Made with all Michigan hops and barley and water and all of the deliciousness that goes into this. It should be real good. Although I know I've complained about that with other beers. We'll see how this one goes. I like Shorts stuff usually. I mean, they do a lot of super creative things, like a Bloody Mary beer, or I don't know. Their Pumpkin Crush is a pretty good one. And they sent me a message on my post that I made on Instagram, thanking me for my review, and I would like to thank them too, because I mean that made my day. Maybe if not, maybe in the next 2 weeks also. And then I also got Old Nation to follow me, Old Nation Brewery down in Williamston. They're following me on Twitter now, so that's pretty cool also. Anyway, let's get to the beer. This Shorts Brew Pure Michigan Autumn IPA. We'll get that popped open. It says it's an IPA, so it should be fairly light, amber in color, or paler than that, if it's actually what I think it is, and just a normal pale ale. But everybody likes the IPAs, and nobody cares for the straight up pale ales, which they should, because pale ales are awesome, and they tend to be the ones that I like better anyway, because they're not quite as hoppy. This one might be super hoppy though, so I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. I probably shouldn't do this because there's probably sentiment in the bottom of the can, because usually that's how that works. I know on the box it said the different places that they selected the stuff from that they put into this, so it's not on the can. Nor is the ABV, which I think I picked up on Untapped, which is about 5.2, or the IBUs, which was also on Untapped, and I don't remember those because generally they don't matter. I mean, it's an IPA, it's going to be hoppy. Surprise. So let's give this a shot, because so far it looks like it's supposed to. You got a little bit of lacing up at the top, which is great. I've been told by my brother-in-law's friend that works for a microbrewery out in California. It's a thing that he looks for. It's a good IPA. It's lighter on the malt, which is perfect for a 5.2 ABV IPA, or pale ale for that matter. I'm not going to say heavy on the hops, but it's more hoppy than it is malty. It doesn't have that wood chip flavor that you get every once in a while with lighter IPAs. Smells kind of, I don't know, kind of grassy, but not quite. My dad might say that it smells like grass, but it's definitely hops. It's got that piney stone fruit, almost, flavor that you get out of hops. It's pretty good. I like it. I could drink another one of these tonight. Actually, at 5.2, I might. I probably won't, because it's kind of late and I got to work tomorrow. What does this remind me of? I mean, I could go with a simple one like the All Day IPA, and it does kind of remind me of that. I want to say that it reminded me of something that I got from There Does Not Exist, but I'm not positive which one that was. So I'm not going to say that. They did. Sorry about that. My camera stopped. So anyway, I was talking about there does not exist, and what I actually landed on was that it tastes a lot more like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, a lot like that. And then I went into, I don't remember what this really, something about Oberon when they changed to their all Michigan products. I mean, we've lost a lot of beer here, so I'll try to go through that. Technical difficulties, aren't they fun? So anyway, the thing that I really wanted to talk about was my cousin. My cousin owned a hotel up in St. Ignace, north of the bridge. It has to do with the Pure Michigan stuff. He was heavily involved in that. I mean, he's in a super heavily tourist area, so the Chamber of Commerce is a big deal up around in northern Michigan. Like, I'm sure with shorts in Bel Air, Elk Rapids, wherever it is they say that they are, they're probably a big deal in their Chamber of Commerce too, because they do a lot of business out of there. But my cousin had a really good run up there with Pure Michigan. He housed a lot of the guys that were painting the bridge, because every 5 years or something like that, it might be more than that, they redo contracts on who's painting the bridge, and he found out that they were going to do that, called the people that had bid on the contract, that won the contract. You're just like, hey, your guys are going to be here. Are they going to need a place to stay? I've got rooms, and it's, for the most part, it's downtime. I'll set you aside a certain number of rooms, and your guys can stay here. It's like 5 minutes to the bridge. It's a great place. There's a pool and a spa, and it's close. And what's the worst that they can say? No? They didn't say no. They stayed there for the length of that contract, and I think that they suggested to the next guys that got it, if they were not the next guys to get it, to also stay at his hotel because it's super close to the bridge. But yeah, the voyage you're in was very nice. I stayed up there a couple of times when I was up that way. He used to live there, bought a new house, some dogs, but he's retired now. Kind of tools around in the area, and his dad and his sister, his brother live down near there, near the tip of the mitt, not in St. Ignace. His other brother lives up in Marquette. His other brother lives in Fresno. That's in California. And his other brother, there's a bunch of them, lives in Florida someplace. I don't remember where. But used to live in Gaylord. Getting close here. But yeah, I've got some pretty awesome cousins. A cousin out in California used to be heavily involved in the World Poker Tour. Like, he was the art director for them. Like, if you like the thing where you can see their cards when they pick it up and it shows it up on the big screen, he designed all that stuff. His idea. Which is kind of neat, I think. All right. I'm out of beer. It was a delicious beer, and I would have another one if I didn't have to work tomorrow, because I've been drinking all day. No, that's not completely true. I was just playing disc golf and drinking. Not all day, then. A lot of the day. All right, I've got a quote for you. This one is from Ruby Bridges. Easy to say. She's a civil rights activist, and she was instrumental because she was the student integrating Louisiana schools. She said, "When you start a new trail equipped with courage, She said, "When you start a new trail equipped with courage, strength, and conviction, the only thing that can stop you is you." So be equipped with courage, strength, and conviction, and so long as you keep them, just keep going. It's great. Just keep going. If you just keep going, life gets so much easier. If you know that that's what you've got to do, just keep going. Put blinders on. Just keep going. All right. So you can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to tell me your stories. I like to hear them. You can like, comment, and subscribe. I like that too. It makes me feel good, like Old Nation and shorts. I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.